Hello everyone. I actually don't know what day of my juice feast it is. I've lost track. I think it is day 20, 22 or 23 of my 90-day juice feast. I mean, the only reason really why I'm kind of counting is so that I can tell you what day I'm on when I'm doing my video vlogs. I've had a really interesting time since I last vlogged. Let me first of all just tell you a bit about the kind of detox symptoms I've had. So I've got my notes here. So I had one night of like really full on night sweats, where I just absolutely was soaked through. My period was really light this time and no pain at all, which was fantastic. I don't really usually get a lot of pain, but there was no pain at all, and yeah, so it was really nice and easy. I've had dark lines under my eyes, which I think it's difficult to tell because I've just spent a weekend in the sun, so you know the suntan always takes away from dark lines, and I think they're getting better, the dark lines. I had a couple of days of really like foggy brained detox, and my nails, I've noticed, are getting stronger. So that's the kind of physical detox side of things. In terms of the emotional stuff, I've been really coming up against my food compulsions and my food addictions, which has been really interesting. Over the weekend I was camping for my sister's birthday, and they were doing like beach barbecues, and I made a cake for her on Friday, and I ended up eating a little bit of the icing, as well as another few packets of crisps. And I felt really ill, unsurprisingly. I didn't eat a lot, but I mean, relatively speaking. But obviously it was really bad stuff. I mean, like sugar and fat and, yeah, salt. And the next morning I felt pretty rough. And then the next night I was actually at the barbecue, and I ended up eating some like really like mackerel that had been caught that day on the beach. I ended up eating a couple of mackerel off the barbecue, which were delicious, and made me feel quite sick. But the next day I was fine. And then the third night I had a small piece of like frittata, which is kind of vegetarian omelette, like a kind of thick veg-filled omelette, and a few new potatoes. So, I mean, obviously I was juicing the whole time through this, and I was just then eating this stuff in the evening. And what I realised through this experience is that actually the thing that I really want to tackle during this juice feast is my compulsive behaviour around food, because I've lost quite a lot of weight, but I'm still not, I can't really show you, but you know, I mean, I'm not skin and bone, and I'm actually very small boned, and because I'm small boned I can actually get away with carrying quite a lot of weight. And so I really like being this size, and I also know that a lot of my IBS symptoms come from overeating, and eating when I'm not hungry, and general kind of food issue type eating. So I've really decided that that's what I want to focus on. I managed to, as soon as I got home, it was much easier to juice and resist food. And what I have decided is that if I'm out socialising and I'm really feeling like I want to eat food, then I'm going to have some hot miso, just some really natural hot water and naturally fermented miso, because that tastes like food and it fulfills the food craving that I have. And in the meanwhile, I'm really going to try and meditate with every time I have a really strong cooked food or food craving, that I really meditate around what that is. And I've done a bit of that already, and what I've discovered is There's a lot of tension around my neck and in my head, this desire to kind of eat food and eat rubbish usually. And then also when I kind of drop down even further, I have a kind of like a sort of tight knot pain kind of in my heart chakra. So I'm not quite sure what any of that means. Just kind of tuning into my body and seeing, you know, what resonates. And yeah, I'm still feeling like I want to do the 90 days, although we have got a holiday coming up about probably about 60 days into it. So I'm not quite sure whether I might use that possibly as a time to stop, or whether I'll carry on going, because we're travelling around visiting people, and I think it's going to be quite hard to manage the juicing whilst I'm doing that. But anyway, I'll let you know closer to the time how I'm getting on. Alright, so any comments, questions, put them in the box below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and so I can keep you updated. And if you're listening to this on my blog, then please sign up to the RSS feed, and I'll keep you updated when I post something new. Alright then, bye!